What's up, guys? Welcome back to Marvel Rivals Hulk. Very, very cranky looking, aggressive Hulk. Crazy looking. Landscape page. Pencil eraser, hip pause, we go too fast. His head is tiny compared to his body. It is like really small. Zoom in. Up here. I'm going to start with his large eyebrow. I'm going to do a check mark. Right, sort of a curve first. And then it goes back that way. Right, so it's kind of like a check mark or a tick line. This is like his frown for the large eye that's kind of looking at us on the left hand side. His eyebrow line then starts to go this way. Right. This is like the black section. And then you want to just add a few spikes to that. Sometimes there might be like texture and stuff like this, but you know, you don't always have to do that. This frown continues that way. And then his eye in under there. So it's kind of small compared to the eyebrow, I guess. So it goes like down here first. Little spike there in the corner. And then the bottom eyelid line just comes in to there. Very small. So his eyes are kind of like glowing green. We can't see a pupil. There's just like very pale. You could do just pure green eyes, but I will draw what I would think would be where the pupil, or the iris, should I say, would be. If he had a pupil and an iris. So we'll do it like just there. And maybe I'll just do it like light green because there's no black in there. You could do a black dot if you wanted, if you were partial to that kind of thing. So we got like some bags around his eyes. Stuff like that. And then he's got a line, like a bumpy sort of line across the top of his nose here. Now remember, if I go too fast, just hit pause. And then the bridge of his nose curves this way. And then just down from this, we have sort of like a pointy section that kind of joins his nostrils together. So it's like a little bump. Like that. And then the skin of his nostrils is outside that. And on this side as well. And I think there's another little line there as well. So a real sort of round, sort of stumpy sort of nose, you know. You could put some shadow in the nostril holes if you wanted as well, just to make it look a bit more nose-like. So we got like some cheek lines, you know, for his face coming down from, they always come down from the skin of your nostril. And then we do his other eyebrow, so it's like a smaller one because it's turned away from us, right? So it's like not as big as this side. So it goes, and it's like heavy frown again. So it goes like down and then up this way. And we got like some spikes just sticking out over the side of his head. Down into the front. And sometimes textures on these. So his eye then under there, again, pretty small. It's even smaller than this one because it's turned away. It's the small eye. So that's like the top eyelid line. And then the bottom will curve in towards the nose, really. So it like goes, it's pretty dark in there. Lots of shadow and stuff. You just draw it sort of like that. And then again, sort of that iris. So we'll do it maybe, so it's like he's looking over that way. So we'll go, what would be the appropriate, maybe like here. And that'll be kind of just glowing green. And we'll put some eyelid lines and stuff around. Do bum 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 bum. Okay, you got a real grumpy mouth, so it's like, it's kind of, we'll do kind of, it's like his top lip is real pointy or something. What do we do? So I'll go kind of flat here first, and then we'll just bring this down here. Extremely grumpy mouth, right? And then he has like sort of a chin line here. Maybe a bottom lip. Not much of a bottom lip, but if I was a bottom lip, I'd be sort of here, maybe. We'll do maybe the top, just a little sort of curling Cupid sort of bow there. I think that's probably enough for his mouth. So his jaw is real big, right, and real wide. So we got like a chin just there. And then the jaw goes real pointy out that way. So his head is like real wide. And then this goes like sharply changes direction up towards his ear. There. And then big strong jaw on this side as well. And they actually have a little line on his chin here. And there's like some extra sort of cheekbones and stuff all coming down this way. So the other side, so like his cheek that way and jaw sticks out there. Alright, so very grumpy. And then like his forehead starts kind of just goes underneath the eyebrow and then comes back up that way. So just above his jaw here we have a sideburn, like a little V, and then his ear comes around this way. Small ear, and then ear lines inside, so like letter J, easiest way, and then some just small little ear lines there. You can see a little bit of his ear on the other side, but it's just like a little sort of pointy bit over there. So his hair is real spiky, so we've got some coming down, but we'll go, say like the center here. So we'll just put maybe a bit of a V like that, and a little hair spike. Some of it coming down onto his forehead there. Then it starts to sort of spike up this way. And then the hairline joins goes back and sort of just joins his side of his head. I think he's like incredibly shaved hair on the side here. So his head at the back just kind of comes out from the ear here. And it's all sort of shaved there on the back. Spikes up. And then goes that way. It's a very spiky sort of head like that. And that's just all black. Right, anatomy. So it takes up pretty much my whole page, more or less. So the easiest way, I think, to start is the neck muscles, because it brings you to the center of your chest. Comes down from his jaw, down to there, right? And then we'll give him an Adam's apple, like in there. Now this guy has muscles on his muscles, so these two lines, this point here, always comes to the chest muscle, right? So you want to go, the center line for the chest is there. So this is where like the big chest muscles come out. Okay, and his body's kind of turned that way slightly. So he's not like face on. He's kind of got a big side, which is this, right? Which has like all big chest muscles here. Right, so this is, say, the large chest muscle. And like very fibrous chest muscle lines, right? And there's like a nipple sort of here somewhere. So this chest muscle and the center for like his stomach is there. So this is like twice the size of this one nearly. It's pretty big. Like this whole side to the shoulder. It's the larger, sort of wider side. And this is like a large. And then his nipple sort of down there on that one. So his trapezius joins these neck muscles together. So say we've got like another sort of large neck muscle here on the back. And then the trapezius comes down that way. And then the shoulder come out from there. Now really big. Okay, like very big there. And then the front of his ribs, kind of that side. So his other sort of shoulder muscle line that way. And this is like, so like his deltoid, you know, so you'll have like all these mad sort of muscle lines and stuff. And we can just see triceps sticking out down the bottom there. Maybe start of his bicep and maybe like a vein or something. So his other side of his neck, right, goes that way. And then the trapezius comes down here, and it kind of just, I guess it kind of becomes his shoulder. So there's like very big shoulder muscles. So this side is about half the size from the center of the chest to here, right? once, twice, it'll go. And this shoulder muscle is ridiculously big, right? Like crazy big. It's kind of drawn very angled shoulder muscles. Okay. And then you got like deltoid stuff up here. And then his bicep goes down that way. Tricep just goes off the edge of my page. That would come down just to his elbow if you had more room. Just see his bicep there. I'll put a vein as well. Just for some reason, a vein right here always makes things look more bicep-y. And his forearm sort of starts that way. He comes down to a clenched fist, but I think that's the easiest way for us to do it anyway. Right, so like his back is like there, so that's like the width of his torso. It's like that's that little line down here, and then we have like all abs and oblique muscles and everything. So say like up here, like some abs there, and then there's like a diaphragmatic, like bodybuilder sort of shape, and then just add some ab lines coming down. So your diaphragm is like your muscle that helps you breathe underneath your lungs, and that's kind of what that shape here is. And then like say some just oblique muscles. Kind of like obliques are kind of like, I like to do them like a letter Y sort of thing. See that? So like coming down, like another little branch coming off it. Like that, see? Kind of just these, it looks like a Y to me anyway. Like just kind of stuff like that. That's it. Marvel Rivals Hulk. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.